Welcome to the first episode of Shit Out of Luck, the podcast where we try to keep it as real as possible. My name is Daniela, and I'm going to be your host. A little bit about myself. I am 19 years old. I am a lesbian in a 2-year relationship. I have 2 cats, and I am a full-time college student and a part-time barista. I was born and raised in Mexico and come from Cuban descent, so my mom's side of the family is Cuban, and my dad's side of the family is Mexican. We came to the United States when I was in the 4th grade. I truly just wanted to come on here and start this podcast because I feel like a lot of influencers who have a podcast kind of have their life situated, and I wanted to come on here as a younger person with a very, very regular and consistent schedule just to share my life with you guys and grow with you guys as I go. As for the layout of this podcast, I'm planning on having another person with me at all times just to share our differences in stories and experiences. If there is any occasion when someone can't join me, I would have a solo episode. But I just wanted to come on here before the episode truly starts just to give you guys a little more backstory as to what you might be getting yourself into. But yeah, thank you for clicking. And if you made it this far, thank you for giving me the chance to share a little bit more about myself. Let's get started. Okay, so my very first guest on the podcast is going to be my girlfriend.
Hi, my name is Kayla.
What do you do?
I go to school full time, and by that, I actually only go 2 days a week because the rest of my classes are online. And I also break my back for the food industry, and by that, I just work fast food.
Oh. Okay, so this episode is basically going to be us trying to introduce ourselves to you guys. And the only way I can think of doing that is playing Would You Rather. I feel like that says a lot about a person. So I downloaded an app, and that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to take turns reading it. So the first one is going to be, would you rather take an ice cold shower and be clean or never take a shower ever again? And this says a lot about a person. So answer wisely.
This says a lot about you. I obviously would rather take an ice cold shower and be clean.
Okay. I would too. The only reason she says that it would be about me is because I take burning, hot, scalding showers. The one that burns your skin and leaves it red when you get out. So,
by the time she's 30, her skin cells are going to be burned off.
And that's okay if I get to be comforted under some warm water every day.
Ice water is fine too,
I guess.
The next question is, live a boring and comfortable life or live a hard life full of adventure?
I will choose life full of adventure. Life is hard anyways, so.
Agreed. Life is always going to be hard unless you're just rich and you have money at the end of your fingertips.
Yeah.
But I would much rather live a life of adventure.
I agree. Okay, this one's gonna be easy. Would you rather win a trip to Hawaii or win a free laptop?
Laptop. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, as a college student right now, shit, I'll take the laptop.
I would rather go to Hawaii.
I would also rather go to Hawaii.
I missed out on my chance.
Yeah, someday.
Someday.
Okay. Would you rather be able to read the minds of all men or be able to read the minds of all women? Okay.
This could go either way.
This could go either way, given the fact that we're both gay. I'd like to know what's going on through a man's head.
A man's head, I agree.
Yeah, because I feel like women are all wise.
I'm just kidding. Not all of them.
But no, for sure, man. I just need to know what goes on through their head. There's a reason we're gay.
I want to know what out-of-pocket things they be thinking.
Yeah.
Because their actions speak very loud.
I agree. Okay, go.
Would you rather wake up having mastered the language of your choice or wake up having mastered the instrument of your choice?
Ooh.
I'll go first for this one. Definitely language.
Okay, why?
Because for almost a year now, I've been trying to learn Spanish because her family primarily speaks Spanish and they love me and I love them and I would love to actually be able to communicate with them frequently.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's so cute. I honestly would rather master a language of my choice too.
What would you choose?
I don't know, because I feel like an instrument, like, they're hard to learn, but you'd get it eventually. I mean, languages too, but I feel like languages take a lot more practice than instruments do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like more consistency. Like, instruments are more of muscle memory. I feel like. So I probably do language. And I don't know, I'd learn something like, I don't know, probably like Japanese, I'm not even gonna lie. Just because I wanna go to Japan, like, comfortably. Like, obviously as a tourist, but I wanna communicate with people, like, freely.
Yeah.
So
Not have them strain to speak English to you.
yeah. So then there's that. Moving on, would you rather be male or be female?
I would much rather continue to be a female. As much as I hate the naturality of being a woman, I don't want to be a man.
Yeah, I mean, if it was for a day, I'd probably be a man for a day.
No.
But I want to go back to being a female.
No, please.
Okay, but I feel like, I don't know, I have my reasons for why I would want to be a male for just one day. I don't want to be forever a guy, but...
For the coconut story on Reddit?
Yeah, okay, we're not going to get into that. If you know the coconut story, you know the coconut story, okay?
The ones that get it, get
yeah.
it.
But for sure, if it was for a day, be a male. But if it was for every single day, like right now, I'd choose to be a female in the blink of an eye, forever. So.
Oh, sorry, I forgot it was my turn. Would you rather experience a constant pain or experience a constant itch?
I'll take an itch.
Oh, hell no.
You wouldn't?
No.
Well, you know when you like scratch a like itchy part of your body, you feel like
yeah, and stretching
relief.
relieves pain.
I guess it's like the same, though.
Stretching relieves the pain. Either way, you're gonna have a lot of trouble falling asleep at night.
Yeah.
I think I would rather take the pain though.
I don't know. The itch is really like, there's like numbing cream and stuff.
What if the bottom of your foot itches in the most
Then you put some
pivotal
numbing
moment of
cream.
your life?
What if the bottom of your foot is in really bad pain? You can't even stand on it.
Seems likely.
Okay.
With the hours that I work.
Yeah, I'll take the itch. I'll take the itch, personally. Okay. Would you rather have someone annoying you all the time or have someone stalking you all the time?
Well, I do both to you, so it's up to you.
I'd probably say annoying me, because if they're annoying me, that means that I'm choosing to be with them. But if it's like stalking, then it's like out of my control, you know?
Annoying is not necessarily choosing to be.
Yeah, but like I
think
can bluff them and I can do other things. But like stalking, I feel like is so hardcore.
Yeah, I agree.
So, how are you gonna contradict me and then agree or try to contradict me?
Well, because I'd rather have somebody annoy me and constantly try to talk to me rather than stalk me.
Yeah, for sure.
Like on their alone time.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a like.
On their free time, they're gonna go out of their way to know what I'm doing. That's weird.
That's such a privacy thing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Would you rather only drink coffee for 1 month or only drink alcohol for 1 month? Coffee.
You rather only drink coffee for 1 month? Oh yeah, for
over
sure.
Alcohol?
Oh yeah.
I'd be
Sorry,
drunk.
I did not.
With the way I drink water, I would be drunk 24/7.
Yeah.
If I drank only alcohol.
Coffee for sure. I feel like with alcohol, there's like side effects to it too. So.
I mean, coffee too.
Yeah, but like coffee wakes you up or like puts me to sleep. To
yeah,
be honest,
I'd be going to sleep after drinking a
but
cup of coffee.
alcohol like throws you off the freaking roof. Okay. Would you rather stop climate change or end all wars on Earth?
Stop climate change.
Yeah.
War is always going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Conflict between people is always going to be a thing. Conflict between nations, like, unfortunately, we're never going to be able to stop that. Everybody just has their different point of views.
Yeah, for sure for me, stop climate change. So, I have my reasons.
You're an advocate.
Yeah, I'm an advocate, but, like, the thing with wars is, like, regardless, you're gonna die, right? But do you want to die quicker? Or do you want to die, like, you know, regardless, it's gonna be war. And, like, climate change, I feel like, is more long-term effect on everyone. So, I'd probably just stop climate change.
We'd have a longer time to fight the wars if we end climate change.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Would you rather lose hearing in one of your ears or lose sight in one of your eyes? I'm already pretty deaf as it is, so I think I would take the losing sight in one of my eyes.
What?
because I still have one perfectly good eye to look at my beautiful girlfriend and our kids. And by our kids, I mean my dog and her cats.
Yeah. No kids. I probably lose hearing in one ear.
Why, you don't want to listen to me talk anymore?
Well, no, it's not that. It's
I'm
more
just
of like
kidding.
I'd rather have my full eyesight than my
Huh.
hearing. Like if people are like, would you rather be deaf or blind, which is horrible. But either or is horrible. But if I would choose one, I'd probably be deaf. I wouldn't like to be blind. Well, obviously it's not a choice, but
That's so conflicting.
what do you mean?
Like choosing between your vision and your hearing.
What would you choose?
I don't know.
Like,
Like, obviously, either way, it's a loss.
it's like you're losing your music. I'd rather that than... I don't know, I'd rather see everyone than listen to people yap. I mean...
Yep.
But, like, you know what I mean.
Valid.
Okay, would you rather have a lightsaber or have a personal assistant? Well, I'd probably have a personal assistant because what would I use my lightsaber on if it, like, you know, like...
Dummies.
No, I'd rather have a personal assistant do everything for me. All my chores.
I agree. I would have my personal assistant do every single assignment that I have due this Friday.
I agree.
I have so many assignments. The difference in our majors is so funny.
Y'all, and she just bought a car. Ooh, you bought a car? What year is it?
2021.
And you are how old?
I'm 18.
How do we do it? We literally pull money out of our asses. Like, I don't know how we do
Somehow.
it. Yeah.
She was asking the sales lady, she's amazing, by the way.
Yeah. Love her. Paula.
Shout out to Paula. But yeah, she was very very upfront, blunt, and very much real. She didn't sugarcoat anything, which I very much appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, I still had a tough time. Like, honestly, it was a tough time making the decision, but at the same time, it wasn't, because I test drove the car and I absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah.
It was just a hard decision to make financially.
Yeah.
But she was able to get me in a comfortable range for the monthly car payments. It's just my insurance that's gonna kick my butt.
And we always knew that a newer car was going to do that
Yeah.
to insurance because we're so young, but it was obviously something you were...
And the fact that because I'm so young and have less driving experience,
Yeah.
my insurance is gonna be higher. I mean, I've been licensed for 3 years,
Yeah.
but that's not gonna change anything.
Credit was also a huge issue because she returned her car. She bought a car through CarMax, which, by the way, beware, y'all. Beware. Like, really take someone you know when
So-
buying a car.
Any of the cars that have too many mechanical issues or just need too much work, they get sent out to lots such as CarMax, or basically lots that sell you cars that are worth more than they should be. And it sucks to say that because, like, obviously, like, they're working hard, they need to get paid too, but their lots are just ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
you're paying for a car that needs more maintenance than you're gonna be paying on it monthly.
And the 30-day guarantee that they guarantee takes a huge hit on your fucking credit. And they don't say
Well,
that,
yeah.
though. They make it seem like it's like, oh, you can return it, no problem, I give it.
No.
Yeah, you give me the money back, but it's like,
That's a given, though.
yeah,
you were-
but they
because-
advertise it as if it's like you could do it so freely. It's not like a big like financial decision, but at the end of the day, it is because it takes such a huge hit on your credit.
And it's the same thing with a manufacturer warranty, though.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have, like, you're not limited to a month, but you're limited to 30,000 miles, I believe, or was it 60,000? I think it's 60,000 miles you're limited to for a manufacturer warranty.
Yeah. I think she did say 60.
Yeah. But even if you return it under the manufacturer warranty, it's still going to take a hit on your credit.
Yeah.
Because
regardless.
you're returning a loan that you took out.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to work like that.
Would you do it again if you knew how bad it was gonna turn out to be? Like the
What do you
credit
mean?
hit?
Like, return the Versa that I had?
Yeah, because on credit wise it showed one thing, but then in real life it was really something else.
I think I would have kept it for a while and then just refinance it later on.
Even if it was a shit car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even though it wasn't the best mechanically, it still would have gotten me around. And it was a
Yeah.
cute little car.
It was. It was a, what is it, 2014 Nissan?
Nissan Versa SV. Yeah, it was a cute
Versa
little
SV.
fishbowl.
Yeah, it
I
was
liked
cute
it.
and it was like practical. It was like her first car she was purchasing, but
It was just way overpriced for what it should have been.
yeah.
After warranties and everything, it came out to almost $15,000, and it just
Yeah, and she
wasn't
got
worth
a
it.
mechanical point of view, and it was like a trash car. Basically, he was
was a
like, return
lemon.
it. Yeah,
It was a lemon.
yeah. So, anyways,
We're
moving on. We got a
yapping.
little off track. Okay, it's gonna be: would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use someone else's toothbrush?
I'll use your toothbrush.
I'll use toothbrush, probably not your underwear. Like use
Hey.
underwear. Like you know
No,
what I
I'm
mean?
just
Like
kidding.
I'd rather use your toothbrush. I mean, we kiss
I mean,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
Both are very unhygienic,
Yeah.
but
But if it had to be one or the other, I'd probably choose toothbrush.
toothbrush,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree.
Okay.
Would you rather be a character in an action-packed thriller or be a character in a romantic comedy? Oh, we were just talking about this the other day.
I choose a rom-com.
Me too.
Yeah.
Rom-com for sure.
If you haven't seen Anyone But You or No Hard Feelings, y'all gotta get on that. It's so good, both of them. 2023 rom-coms. I think they're bringing it back. I'm not even gonna lie, and I love that. I'm so for it.
Yeah, we were sitting in the theater laughing our asses off when we went and watched those movies.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, 8. Sydney Sweeney, 8.
So yeah. Okay, would you rather have an intelligent partner or have a good-looking partner?
I've got both.
Yeah, this would be hard to choose.
I've got
from.
both qualities in my partner.
I do too. I agree. If you had to choose though, would you choose looks or intelligence?
I don't know. This is kind of a hard one.
I know it's kind of putting us on the spot. I feel like I have an intelligent partner rather than good looking. And I say that because like intelligence also goes into personality, I feel like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I'd rather do that than have a dumb partner. Like no.
And I'm not dumb, so
Yeah. Hypothetical.
I think I would also value intelligence more.
Or, yeah.
Just because we can make smarter decisions together in our future too.
I agree. Okay.
Would you rather dance in front of 100 people or sing in front of 100 people?
We've done both. Kayla has sung in front of 100 people, and I have danced in front of 100 people.
I have simultaneously done both for pop shows. I was
the tiny ass like hand movement.
I was a choir kid. Oh yeah, I didn't like fully I didn't commit to it like everybody else did, but I was up there. I was moving my arms and my legs.
I've also done both. One in middle school, I used to be in choir, and then guard in high school. We performed in a stadium, a football stadium. So halftime show was always like, but if I would rather pick one, I'd choose dance in front of 100 people just because I've done it. So.
And you're really good at it too.
Thank you.
I would definitely rather sing, just because
Obviously.
I do that more often than I do dance, and I look so stupid when I dance. I'm very tall and lanky, so it just doesn't look right.
By the way, we don't do any of these in college anymore. But if you were to,
But we have done it, and it was fairly recent.
Yeah.
Like we're very fresh into the college
Yes,
life.
we just graduated. I feel like not even a year ago. Actually, not even a year ago. It's what?
We're getting
it's
there.
January. Yeah, almost a year in May, but we're still pretty. This is the second semester of college. Like, we're doing this, but we both chose not to do any of our electives moving on to college.
Okay.
So, do you regret it though?
No. And I mean, like, I feel like there's always the opportunity to, like, they have auditions for so many different groups. Like, there's so many options. So if I ever decided that I do have the time, I could do it.
Yeah, I feel like
it's just as of right now, I don't believe I have the time.
Yeah, I feel like it's the same for me though. If I could go back to it, I definitely would. But like we're becoming adults, like for real, and like we're trying to go and move out and trying to do all this extra shit, and we can't do it if
we've got trips planned for the summer already, for spring break.
Yeah,
like we're going a lot of places this year, and it's just. We just don't have the time. She just
purchased a car, like, those have payments, so we definitely... But I would go back to it, if I could. Okay. Would you rather be the best supervillain ever, or be a mediocre superhero?
Best supervillain ever.
Me too. I'd definitely be a badass supervillain.
Heck yeah.
So, okay, would you rather travel the world for a year on a shoestring budget or stay in only one country a year but live in luxury?
Wow.
We've been on trips on a string, let me tell you.
The first concert we went to together, we were concert newbies, so
Yeah.
we stayed overnight at the city that it was being held in. And when you say shoestring budget, it was
Shoestring, like, pulled it
budget.
out of my ass. When I say we pull money out of our asses, I mean it. Like,
we went to IHOP afterwards, and that was the extent of the money that we spent.
yeah.
We bought shirts at the concert. We went to IHOP afterwards, and that was the extent of our trip.
And we ate breakfast in the morning before coming back. But
a nice breakfast.
yeah, we can talk about that one. Or we just recently went to a California trip. Like, that was our first, like, big trip, got on a plane, left. You know what I mean? For a couple days.
Mhm.
We had to stop working and stuff. But to save up to it, in order to save up for it, we had to use our credit card. So were we really, like, you know, were we
That's on me.
really...
I had the money saved.
Yeah, I mean, you did have the money saved, but you still use your credit card, is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. I really try my hardest not to dig into savings when spending my money.
Yeah.
Or like buying or making a big purchase. I try not to dip into my savings.
yeah.
I mean, obviously that's what my savings is for, like in case of emergencies or big
Mhm.
purchases, like that's what you're saving for. But if I'm making a purchase that I wasn't initially saving for, I really want to
Yeah.
avoid dipping into my savings.
Yeah.
Like for the longest time, I refused to dip into my savings for what I was going to use to buy the car.
Yeah.
And then I had to dip into my savings to go to California
Yeah, I mean,
for
but
like
it was-
souvenirs and stuff because we wanted to have fun.
yeah,
We
I was
wanted
gonna
to
say
enjoy
it was
ourselves.
that, or I feel like we haven't really like taken a break since like junior year of freaking high school. Like, we worked 2 jobs at one point, both of us,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just not fun. Like, we just wanted to get away for a week, and that's exactly what we did, and we still had fun. I mean, it was on a shoestring budget, but we did it. We made it work. But if I had to choose, I definitely choose live in luxury.
Agreed.
Because the hell, like, obviously it says stay in only one country for a year but live in luxury. I'd fucking do that. I'd
Yeah,
probably do that.
that sounds more comfortable.
Yeah, and living in luxury, you
Yeah.
could save
And
for
you
sure.
have more room to have fun if you're living in luxury. I
Yeah.
feel like
Even
yeah,
if
it's
for a
fun to
year.
do sightseeing and stuff when you're on a little
Mhm.
tight little budget, but it's definitely it's more content to have.
Be comfortable.
Yes, I agree. Would you rather only look up or only look down? I already look down on everyone.
Okay.
just kidding.
Corny.
I'm tall.
You'd probably look down. You
I
said
would
you'd look down?
I would look down.
I feel like we look down a lot, anyways, because of our phones.
Oh, you look down on people too? No, I'm just kidding.
I'd probably look down instead of up.
I think I would rather look down. Yeah. I also slouch pretty badly, so like even when I'm at my computer, I'm basically looking down.
Yep. Even with our phones.
Yep.
Okay. Would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or live 10 lives that last 100 years each? None.
I don't want to live that long.
Yeah.
I want to live one life and be happy with that one life and then do whatever comes after that life.
Yeah. But if I had to choose, I'd do one like steady life for 1,000.
1,000 years.
Yeah.
I agree. Because in another life, you would have to find your person again. You would
Yeah.
have to rebuild everything
Everything.
again. And that just sounds so... Like, I already did it once. Why would I want to do it 10 more times?
Yeah, I
You know.
agree.
So, I would take the 1,000-year life.
I'll take the 1,000 year too.
Would you rather take a picture or have your picture taken?
I have shit to say about this because
Oh,
Kayla
okay.
cannot take a freaking picture. Like, okay, so I'd probably take my picture, but if I could, I'd take my picture, my own picture. But for sure, take a picture than have my picture taken because the person who would take my picture would probably be Kayla. And my mom also
Stop.
doesn't know. And my cousin, I take good ass fucking pictures, and she does not know how to freaking
I
do
can
it
take
for
good
me.
pictures.
Yeah.
Anyways,
What would you do?
I don't clown on me. I would rather take the picture because I don't think I'm that photogenic. When someone
Yeah.
else is taking a picture of me, I don't
Oh,
know how to
okay.
pose. Like if I'm taking a picture of myself, obviously it's gonna
I
look good.
know. Yeah.
But like
Because
it's
you're confident. You're like,
yeah.
that's my angle. That's, you.
Yeah, it's so much different having somebody else take the
The
picture of
picture,
you.
yeah.
Like I think that's part of the reason why I didn't schedule like graduation photos for senior year of high school.
Really?
Yeah, cuz I'm so
Dude,
awkward.
the packages were freaking
Oh,
crazy.
you gotta go outside of
Dude,
that.
yeah, no, like even like smaller photographers, like
Photographers.
photographers, my bad. English is not my first language.
Okay, that's always the excuse.
But even
How
like
did
the
Isa spell it with an F instead of a PH? She literally spelled photographers one time
bro with
with an
the
F.
F.
It's in your messages. I
Okay, well
swear.
don't, that's not her first language.
Oh, right, it is.
No, but I'm saying like if you've taken graduation pictures, props to you, because even like the lowest like experienced photographers were like $200 for a pack. And I'm like, dang, like we're just starting off, you're getting experience, it's already $200, which obviously I'm like not undermining their work, but like if that's your price, that's your price. Like it's like nail techs, like what's it called? Like under budget their nails. Does that make sense?
What?
Like when
Undercharge?
yeah, there you go. When nail techs undercharge their work, I feel like I tip so much more because you are so much more worth than
Deserve
that.
more than
Yeah,
what you're
like my
charging.
nail tech, the nail tech I go to. Remember how it was like $100? It was like $90 or 80
And
something.
she did so good.
She did so freaking good for like an extra large fucking set, and I tipped $20. You're getting the full thing because there's no way you're like. And she was like, "You want to buy this goodie bag for $5? Yes, I'll take it. I'll buy your goodie bag for $5, and I'll still tip the freaking like the 20."
And not to mention, they were on your nails for like 2 months.
Dude, yeah, at home nail techs, props to y'all, but for sure charge.
Sticking.
Yeah, charge what you do, because these like little fast chain nail places, they charge 10 times more than y'all do, and y'all do so much better. So
Shout out to all the
nail techs, because the at-home nail techs, that's where they're at. If you need good nails, go to at-home nail techs. I was so scared to go to this girl. I was so scared because I was her house, but they have their like own setup. They have their own like thing going on. So for sure, like step by your comfort zone, because that's the best thing I've done for my nails. Okay, would you rather have 50% of your body burned, or 100% of your body tatted?
100%,
like 100 fully covered.
Oh. And then the other one was 50% of your body burned.
Yeah, but like the pain, I feel like would be the same. Like maybe like
after a while, the pain of the burn would like settle down. It wouldn't be completely gone, because depending on the areas that it's in.
But like you'd be burned and not tatted. You know what I mean?
But I don't want to be 100% tatted either.
Yeah, this one's hard. This one is hard.
I think I would actually take the burn, to be honest.
You think so?
Like, yeah, I've only got one tattoo right now, but I want a lot more, but I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want like a crazy, like I don't want a sleeve or anything. Like I just want some tattoos here and there.
Yeah. I also have one tattoo, and I don't think I want any more for right now. So I'm gonna say 50% too.
I was trying to schedule another one with the same artist that gave us our first tattoos, and then I bought a car.
Yeah, so everything that's like
that is
out the
not
window
happening
for another 2
soon.
months. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have an easy job working for someone else, or work for yourself but work an incredibly hard job?
I feel like it's more honoring to work for yourself.
So
I think I would actually go with work for yourself, even if it's harder. Like, that's very honoring.
It is.
Because you can say, like, oh, yeah, I am my boss.
Yeah.
Can I speak to your manager? Do a 360.
I'm here.
How can I help you?
Yep. That's so satisfying, especially in the summer for us.
Oh, yeah.
We're managers, lifeguarding, which is such a cool job. If you ever thought about lifeguarding, freaking do it because we are 19 and 18 and we're going to go back. You know what I mean? Like
this was our first job and we go back every summer.
Every single summer, even though we have, like, grown people jobs, I feel like, or like decent paying jobs.
We've got our year-round job and we've got our seasonal job, and we just work both of our summer. Like, we make
it's so worth it, dude. It's so worth it. You get the good money, you get the lifeguarding experience to be with your friends in the summer. It's really fun, honestly.
Yeah. The only thing is, do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, just follow the rules, do what you need to do, and let people know what they need to do. Like,
yeah, for sure. I mean, it's still a fun job, but, you know, it's still a job.
Yeah, like, you're still at work.
Yeah.
You still gotta honor that.
Yeah. But, for sure, if you're thinking about it, do it.
Best thing I've ever done.
It doesn't even matter if you're 20, like, fucking 21. Like, do it, bro. It's so fucking fun. We're nearing 20 and we're going to go back, bro.
And we love our higher-ups, too. Our supervisors, the office people. Like, we love them.
For sure, go back. But anyways, for sure, incredibly hard job for working to myself.
Would you rather sleep on your stomach or sleep on your back? I'm gonna fuck up my neck every single time to sleep on my stomach. And I would do it again. Right now, my neck is actually hurting because I slept wrong the other night and... like, my head was angled weird while I was sleeping on my stomach, but it was so worth it because I slept so good, and then I woke up.
I'd probably say... okay, it's gonna make me sound like a freaking psychopath, but I feel like I sleep on my stomach more than I do my back regardless. So, and... yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. On my back than I do my stomach. Yeah. And this is because I have a belly button piercing, and when I first got it, like, I used to sleep on my stomach a lot. But when I got my piercing, I had to stop because it hurt. Like, I'm yanking on it and it's, like, fresh. So, I learned to sleep on my back. And ever since then, I've just slept on my back. So, yeah, I'd rather sleep on my back and she'd rather sleep on her stomach like she does still.
Even now, like, the way that we sleep sometimes she'll, like, just face me and, like, kind of have her arm over me while I sleep on my stomach.
It's annoying, but I do it.
A lot of the time, she's just sleeping on her back, and I'm right next to her, and I've got my head on her arm, and I'm on my stomach, and that's exactly why I mess up my neck.
You know, for, like, a good amount of time, I was freaking scared to sleep on my back, because...
sleep paralysis.
Yes, because everyone on, like, YouTube and, like, people I know, they'd be like,
They say you're more susceptible to sleep paralysis if you're sleeping on your back.
Yeah, that's what they told me. And I'm like, okay, no, because, I mean, yes, but I'm fucking terrified, so I'm not going to sleep on my back. And then I got a belly button piercing, and that changed. But I've never had a sleep paralysis. Hopefully never will. But it's still scary. Like, even now, it's like, that's why I have my fan on. I cover my face with my blanket. Like, I can't sleep without a blanket covering my face. But I feel like that's, like, a big part of it, too.
When I first got my industrial wire pierced, before I realized, I have a donut pillow, like a literal donut pillow. It's decorated like a donut, and it's got a hole in the center. I didn't realize that my ear would fit in the donut pillow, like perfect size, and it's comfortable. I didn't realize that it would fit when I first got my industrial wire pierced. So for the first, like, week.
Yeah.
Or not even week. It was like a few days, but it was so uncomfortable. I had to sleep on my back.
On your back, yeah.
So honestly, I just propped up a bunch of pillows and stuffed animals in the corner, and I slept on my left ear. But after a while, you just want to turn.
No, yeah, for sure.
So I would have to turn onto my back and then dread trying to fall asleep again.
Even turning for me when I got my belly button, I'm so dramatic though. When I got my belly button first, I would not sleep on my sides either because it hurt. I felt like it hurt, but I'm just fucking over dramatic as shit. Like, it probably didn't even hurt that bad. Like, it was just my first piercing and it just hurt. So yeah. Anyways.
Last one. Would you rather know how the world began or know when the world will end?
I used to cry. Like, when the whole 2012 thing was going on, I would bawl my eyes out to the thought of the world ending, okay? Even, like, when the moon was, like, when I first saw the moon be, like, super big, I thought I was gonna hit Earth. So I, like, started crying and bawling my eyes out, freaking temper tantrum. I was young though, but for sure I'd rather know how the world began. That also would prove a lot of people wrong and stuff.
Yeah, I would know how
Right.
I would rather know how the world began. It's in the Bible. No, I'm just kidding.
Bitch.
But I would rather know how it began over ending, because I want to live out the rest of my life comfortably.
Yeah, not knowing what's gonna happen, when it's gonna happen.
I don't want to feel like I have to rush to do everything.
Yeah.
I want to be successful, but I don't want to rush my success, you know?
And I'm just terrified of the world ending, period. I'm so terrified. Like, when I don't know if you remember, but in, the 5th grade, they would be like, the sun might hit the earth in, 100,000 years.
I saw a movie like that where
Yeah.
the sun hit the earth.
Or, the sun will explode in many years because it's a star or whatever. No, what do you mean? I would literally cry. Why are you telling a child this?
You'd be too dead to cry. I'm just kidding.
No, but for real, I was just so terrified of the world ending or how it was gonna end, and then the whole 2012 thing was going around, and then in Florida, the hurricanes and stuff. So it wasn't for me, and it still isn't for me. I'd still be terrified as fuck if someone was like, "Did you hear about Doomsday?" What do you mean? Did I hear about Doomsday? I don't want to know. So, but yeah, even movies Don't Look Up or something like that. I think it's the one that I don't remember who was the actors, but it was really popular on Netflix for a while because of all the cast was famous. The whole cast was. I think Ariana Grande was in it. If I'm talking about the same movie, but the end, you would think oh, the world is not really gonna end. Whatever. I'm gonna spoil it, but at the end they died. It really ended. It was real. They had a last dinner, whatever. They all got together and then they all prayed and they died. I don't know what happened. I think it was a meteor or whatever. And then at the end, they died, but only a few people survived.
For the movie that I saw where the sun actually hit the earth, or I don't know if it was the sun hit the earth or if the earth went off of its orbit and hit the sun. Regardless, the sun and the earth collided.
Yeah.
For this particular movie, there was groups of kids, boys and girls, all selected to survive, and they called it the Garden of Eden. Biblical reference.
Yeah.
To restart, to start anew. And the kids were chosen, and the day of, they were sent to the Garden of Eden, and they were safe, they were having fun,
You know what that
playing
reminds
with
me of?
bunnies. What?
Darling in the Franxx.
Oh, kind of.
That reminds me of that.
Darling in the Franxx is pretty dark, to be honest.
I don't even remember it. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember what happened and why they were split up in groups. But anyways, keep going.
But yeah, the kids were sent to the Garden of Eden, and then I don't know if it was just this particular family that knew what was gonna happen, or if other people knew as well, but his kids were chosen. Both his son and his daughter were chosen. And during the process of him trying to figure out what the hell was going on, if he could do anything about it, if there was anything he could do to stop it, he fell in love with a woman. And at the end of the movie, right before the earth and the sun collide, he's standing with the woman in his living room with his mom and his family, basically.
And then they die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heat waves just crash through the building.
Yeah, it was like that for Don't Look Up too.
Yeah, the heat waves just crash through.
Yeah. So it looks like, that If the World Was Ending, the video, the world actually ended. So they met up at the end or whatever, but the world actually ended. And you know what movie I want to see? Yeah, it's kind of similar to the world ending, but it's the one with Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. The one,
of course.
Yeah, the one where they wake up from the pod. Do you know what I'm talking about? He wakes her up, but they still have 1,000 years to go, to actually land on a safe place.
And there's no food or anything.
Yeah, because the whole
team,
the pilots,
because
they
were all supposed to be asleep.
Yeah, and there's no way. I want to watch that one. I feel that's very similar, Lost in Space, how they have to choose for a program or whatever. I don't think you've seen Lost in Space. You need to watch it. It's really good. I liked it, and
You've
then they
talked about it.
Yeah, but then they took forever to make a 3rd season, so now I don't want to watch it.
Oh.
Because I don't remember now. I don't really remember what happens. I remember the main story, but not the in-depth stuff.
Yeah, you'd have to rewatch it.
But yeah, and same with San Andreas, the one they showed at they showed it to me in like the 8th grade, but I hated watching movies like that. You know San Andreas, the one with Dwayne Johnson.
I think
It's
I know of it. I never watched it though. I think Brian watched it.
Yeah, I forgot what the name is. Like when that thing like falls, I forgot what it's called. Like San Andreas, I think it's like a land thing. But like the world isn't ending, but like it's like a catastrophe or a natural disaster. But yeah. Anyways, that's the last of us
For
today. The Last of Us is a really good show too, but we're not gonna get
Okay.
to that. But I think that's the end of our conversation. I hope you guys liked it. This episode was just to get to know us yapping, getting comfortable with the mic. We only have one mic right now, so we're like kind of sharing it.
Two girls, one mic.
2 girls, 1 mic, I think is the name of this episode. So hopefully you guys liked it, and I'll see y'all next week. Kid.
You're dumb.